are people watching Hikaru because he's one of the best blitz players of all time, or because he has a really awesome personality? I assume it's mainly because of his skill. So why does it matter if he's a dick sometimes? I don't care. I'm not watching Hikaru to like become a better. I have a question for Magnus. I saw this clip today, and I thought it was great. I thought it was kind of funny. Oh, this was funny.
About YouTube. It all kind of gets blurred together. And it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, Levy winning the award for content creator, obviously, definitely deserving of it, and it's very good for chess. So
I find
there's really no
funny.
reason to be upset about it. Secondly, beyond that, let's also, I mean, and people are going to call this a flex or whatever, but let's just be honest. I've won so many things, so many awards and other things in my life. You think that really I'm going to be like super angry about not winning this? I mean, let's be serious. I mean, that's a simple answer to the question. Like, you know, if you were to ask me, am I supposed to care about this when I've won things like the US championship? Of course I don't care. And people will get mad at me for saying this, but like, if you look at like Levy, you look at Botez or people of that sort, they're never going to win anything when it comes to chess. That's just a reality. They're never going to win any awards. That's just the reality. So like, why should I be upset that they win these awards? Why should I be upset? Like, that's just an honest take, and you can be mad at me. I don't mind. If you want to be mad at me for that, that's completely fine. I have no issue with that. But seriously, like, I mean, let's live in reality. Why am I cooking them? Oh, I'm not cooking them. How is that cooking them? I mean, how is that cooking them? Seriously, that's not cooking them at all.
So
if you want to say that, fine.
This is like peak Hikaru. This is actually speaking from the heart. He's saying the truth. I totally agree with him. But he doesn't do this anymore. He used to say stuff like this all the time. It's actually, you want people to say what's on their mind. So when I see this, I don't care if it's trash, like whatever. Like, that's how people are. Like, this is one of the annoying things about Twitch. And I complain about Hikaru. My issue with Hikaru is when he's like fake, when he's like clearly like putting on, you know, a face. But like being able to trash talk and not even, he's just saying the truth, in my opinion. Like, it's totally true. Like, good chess players don't really, like, professional players will always rank things achieved in the field of like a competitive nature, like a GM title, a world championship. They'll always value that more than like how many subs you have or things like that. But like, and he's actually saying the truth too, like, as well. And you might be like, oh, you shouldn't say things like that out loud. Well, that's the whole point of streaming. You should share what's on your mind. I don't think it's like it's an honest take. I'd rather hear that. And in North America, there's way too much like fakeness. If you notice in chess, when they interview European players, Eastern European, Western European, they're much more open about their thoughts because they don't have as much political correctness. So I don't care if it's controversial. I much prefer when people say what's on their mind and they speak the truth. And in this case, it makes a lot of sense. Like, like whether you should say it out loud or not depends on your taste. I think you should, but like, I think it's hilarious. I think it's a hilarious comment. I love when Hikaru's like this. Fantastic. He can be roasting me. I don't care, but at least be yourself, be open, share things like that. Great little aspect. I have to watch it again. I'm gonna rewatch this. When Hikaru said Amon was a super GM who's way better than people give him credit for, like when Hikaru says stuff like that about Amon, like, it makes no sense. He like, there's like a timer. Oh, you should give Amon a compliment to. There's like a thing on his whiteboard in the back or something that says, "Oh, throw in a random compliment that makes no sense."
10% is about YouTube. It all kind of gets blurred together. And it doesn't really matter to me. I mean,
but this was a great little segment. I'll just say that this is a great segment. This is good. Hikaru used to like do this all the time or speak about it in person like this too. Now he doesn't, but yeah. So I give the Chess Bra Sportsmanship Award to Hikaru for that comment. We'll put the video on again. I agree. I agree with what he's saying, but that's kind of
10%
regardless
is about
of the
YouTube.
point.
It all kind of gets blurred together. And it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, Levy winning the award.
And Hikaru always speaks like it's matter of fact, like it's obvious. Like
for content creator, obviously
obviously
deserving of it, and it's very good for chess, so there's really no reason to be upset about it. Secondly, beyond that, let's also, I mean, and people are going to call us a flex or whatever, but let's just be honest. I've won so many things, so many awards and other things in my life. You think that really I'm going to be like super angry about not winning this? I mean, let's be serious. I mean, that's a simple answer to the question. Like, you know, if you were to ask me, am I supposed to care about this when I've won things like the US championship? Of course I don't care. And people will get mad at me for saying this, but like if you look at like
let's
Levy,
be serious.
Botez or people of that sort.
People of that sort. So the question is, people of that sort. Who is in that boat? People of that sort. I'm willing to bet good money that I'm not on that boat. I'm not. People of that sort includes maybe streamers like Vlab, maybe Gory Hole. You know, maybe some other people. Maybe Mattis, maybe Lethbridge Chess. I don't think I'm grouped in that. I'm curious. I'm curious if I'm on that boat, but I'm certain I'm not on that boat. I'm on a different boat. People of that sort, to me, is a hilarious comment as well. Do you think Asios is on that boat? You think I don't think Asios is on that boat either. He's on like a Viking boat. But I think this is I think people of that sort is an underrated part of this.
For saying this, but like if you look at like Levy, you look at Botez or people of that sort, they're never going to win anything when it comes to chess. That's just a reality. They're never going to win any awards. That's just the reality.
Like I've said this before. Like Hikaru says a lot of bullshit, like blatantly all the time. I don't to appeal to his audience. Like he'll sometimes say somebody can get a GM when I know 100% for a fact he doesn't. He knows that he will not get a GM. And then he'll sometimes malfunction and speak what he actually thinks. It's like, oh, they'll never be a GM. Let's be serious. Like, they're not even close. He'll let that out sometimes. But then he'll, like, gas people up randomly. Like, oh, they could be a strong GM. Or he'll say something about Amon, too, randomly. Like, throw out random Amon compliments that he for sure doesn't believe. And it's very funny when it comes out. When his real thoughts come out, then it's like, but I can handle watching that. When he says certain IMs can become a GM, he's usually I mean, most of the time it's no. It's just some compliment counter to sound wholesome. That was uncalled for. What was uncalled for? Hello, grilled peppers. Congrats on getting Canadian residency.
So like why should I be upset that they win these awards? Why should I be upset? Like that's just an honest take, and you can be mad at me. I don't mind if you want to be mad at me for that.
So like 3 years ago, the Pro Chess League was happening. Alexandra was a commentator for the PCL. And and anyways, Hikaru, you guys were around. Hikaru was playing in the PCL. He roasted Alexandra during commentary 3 years ago about her commentary during the PCL. I think it had to do with one of his matches. So when it comes out, it's very, very entertaining when Hikaru, like, I mean, you can be on the bad side of it, but it's like absolutely more, Twitch is a better place when these comments start flying. Shadow Bobby, thanks for the prime.
That's completely fine. I have no issue with that. But seriously, like, I mean, let's live in reality. Why am I cooking them? Oh, I'm not cooking them.
Let's live in reality. Come on, chat. Let's be realistic. Chat. They're never gonna win an award in chess. And then sometimes when he feels bad about comments about me, he'll be like, Eric could be 2668 if he really put his mind to it. You know, if Eric stopped drinking, he moved to Europe, was stable, he could maybe get 2670. Yeah. Yeah. No, let's be real, chat, you know.
How is that cooking them? I mean, how is that cooking them?
I love these. Oh.
Seriously, that's not cooking them at all.
I just, the problem is these moments he doesn't. There aren't many of them anymore. I probably watched Hikaru more like 4 or 5 years ago when he just said what was on his mind a bit more. Then yeah, I don't watch him at all anymore. But I mean, he's a really good blitz player, but I can't handle the when people are hiding what they want to say. Yeah, if you guys remember, he's trying to hunt me. You know, some funny comments. There's Nakajuice. Those were the days. I think Twitch has gone downhill in many aspects. Personally, personally, for my type of content. Well, I think you can be a dick. I think people watch for the high level gameplay. I think lots of top competitors are dicks. Um, just in chess, people are hiding it a bit more. But I mean, are people watching Hikaru because he's one of the best blitz players of all time, or because he has a really awesome personality? I assume it's mainly because of his skill. So why does it matter if he's a dick sometimes? I don't care. I'm not watching Hikaru to like become a better human being. Which is fine. Like he doesn't like that's what are what are people? This is entertainment. When you're being, there is a bit of personality when he's being a dick. That's but that just doesn't happen anymore. I really have no problem with people being dicks. It's much better than um, being fake in my eyes. So wrong, Eric. Broadcasting for so many hours also requires that his banter is also appealing. First of all, we're talking about opinions, which are subjective. And now you're telling the person who has the most hours streamed of all time in chess what it's like to stream for many hours and keep up banter. So thank you for telling me about what it takes to stream for hours in chess. Thank you for telling me that and sharing that opinions are right and wrong. I know nothing about bantering for hours. Hickey is the gold standard. Yes. Great wisdom from the chat. We got to get our morning spectrum energy out. But bad guy Hood, I said Hikaru is entertaining when he speaks his mind. His banter is better when he speaks his mind, in my opinion. I didn't. That's why I'm watching him speak because I thought that was funny. I'm not. But if you know, it's different for me because if you know the people streaming, you know if they're being real or not. It's like a different relationship than streamer and viewer if you actually know these people in real life. And I'm not trying to breach that entirely. But I'm saying I actually, yeah, appreciate when there's free flowing banter. People watch Gotham Chess for the personality. Is that what Magnus said? What do you say here? I missed the comment there. Hi Eddie. If you need some more clothing, let me know. Hello GGPC2. Thank you for that. I think I missed an important comment. They watch Gotham for personality. Yes. People who have like a refined taste watch that. But I already shared like my comments like 2 weeks ago that I personally am not very motivated to try to get people to vote, like get like a teenage vote-a-thon. So stuff like the streamer awards isn't very attractive to me personally if it's purely based off of a vote. Kind of like the Oscars, if it was by like popular vote and like Marvel one, like the Avengers or something, and over like some other movies because of popular vote, I would be like, I just don't care enough about it to. I want it to be based off of more merit. But I'm very curious, people of that sort, you know, if I'm in that boat, which boat am I in? Which boat is Hickey placing me in? Well, Hikaru's good at talking. Oh, Hikaru can talk and play because he's like an extremely strong player. Like this, he has so he doesn't have to spend as much time calculating because he calculates faster than almost anybody in the world. So that's blitz chess is comes a lot more naturally to him, and he's really resourceful. People of that sort equals deplorables. I really like that comment. People of that sort. Come on, chat. That oh, it's great. This whole scenario sounds like yeah. Like sometimes stuff probably bothers him and he says it doesn't. Like he'll say I literally don't care when he cares. But he almost qualified for the world championship match, so I'm sure that matters. That stuff is way more important than streamer awards. It's just something and you're gonna look back on and always rank tournament accomplishments higher than streamer elo. Is Hikaru playing AK? Oh, AK's in 4 minutes. Let me post on Discord. Let me post on Discord. I don't know what my streamer elo is. Hickey's not playing Arena Kings? Can you ask him? Hey, Gerber baby. Long time no see. You mean he scored +1 in a 14-round tournament? Well, I played him in Arena Kings a few weeks ago, and that was very fun. We uploaded that on YouTube. People like don't like to admit it, but me playing Hikaru is some of the best chess content out there. And that was even before there was wrestling. That was in the old days. There was a lot of funny stuff happening.